Smith, a very good morning to you and welcome.
Morning.
Can you tell us what's the latest on this attack?
Well, at this stage, we've asked some of our staff who are tasked with investigations in our Special Investigations Unit to make contact with police this morning. They have already done so, and we'll be going through to see if we can be of assistance to the SABC, specifically on trying to solicit information through the offering of a reward. The acting mayor at the moment is considering making such an offer now, and we will also have the power to offer R1,000 for any information leading to an arrest, on top of which we can then offer a further reward if there's a conviction. So we'll do everything from our side we can to assist the SABC in trying to bring about justice for this absolutely heinous act that we saw last night. It is imperative that our public transport is safe, and the persons who suffered injuries and deaths last night had nothing to do with whatever dispute might have been going on between any company or its staff or otherwise, and their actions are completely unjustified and intolerable.
At this point in time, do you have any idea what the motive or the suspected motive could be at this stage?
I was informed by somebody who had spoken to somebody at the scene last night who indicated that the bus driver might have thought that the assailant was a former employee or a disgruntled employee of the company. That obviously SABC will have to investigate and determine whether they can then find these persons and interrogate them. The situation last night was so chaotic initially that I couldn't get any information out of our staff. They were all just preoccupied with dealing with the scene, which was one of considerable chaos on the road.
Now, we also understand that you have established your own task team to help the police investigate this incident. Tell us a little bit more about this, and can you confirm that?
We have a special investigation unit in the city that does internal and external investigations, usually pertaining directly to the city. Where a matter like this is of public record, and in this case it being a public transport issue, we are going to attempt to assist the SABC. We've had good successes in the past with such assistance, and more manpower on it cannot hurt. Specifically, the offering of a reward has been an effective tool in soliciting information from communities before, and we'll be making those calls publicly later today, and also to start interviewing surrounding witnesses and people involved. The quicker we can cover more bases, the sooner or the more greater the likelihood of us getting an arrest and then hopefully a successful conviction. For this kind of crime, it is imperative that we hold somebody accountable and that there are consequences for people who would use such violent means to settle their own scores.
Have you engaged the bus company on a possible motive for the attack?
I know that the provincial government has been having these conversations around the Department of Community Safety and the transport departments have. And I also know that the Mayoral Committee member for transport yesterday or last night was engaging people as well. I know that the Grobelaar from Intercape was on the scene as well. So I think that they have an idea, but perhaps best not to unpack too much of this in the public domain. Allow the police to use the information that they have to get an edge on the investigation before the criminals understand fully how exposed they are.
Is there any word from the bus company, perhaps, in terms of assisting the families of the injured people?
They may well have something in place, but I must confess, on this part of the equation, I am not involved. My jurisdiction or role extends to the emergency support that the fire department and our paramedics offered last night, and the traffic management we had to do, and this morning trying to assist SABC with the investigation.
If members of the public know about the attack or seen or been a witness of the attack and they can assist you, how do they get in touch with you?
They can call the city's call centre on 021 480 7700, 021 480 7700. Those call takers, as soon as they hear it's about this matter, will reroute the information to the Special Investigations Unit.
That's the Mayoral Committee member for Safety and Security for the City of Cape Town, JP Smith. Now,